If you have some leftover custard, then this recipe is just the one you should try. Hey food lovers, this is Niche for Treats and I'm here to always make recipe look simple to you. If you want to learn how to make custard cake, then continue watching this video. In a bowl, you would want to add 1 cup of flour. Take note, this is all-purpose flour. Drop it gently into your bowl. Then next, you want to add your baking powder. The measurement for this baking powder is ½ teaspoon of baking powder. Make sure your baking powder is leveled in the spoon because in this place we have to do accurate measurement to avoid any bad cake. If you've watched to this point, keep on watching because this recipe is a very detailed one you would love. Next, you want to add 1/4 teaspoon of salt to taste. You would want to add 2 tablespoons of custard. I know this looks strange, but I'm here to make recipes look so good and very interesting for you to do. If you've watched to this point, please make sure you try to like, subscribe to this YouTube channel so you can see more recipes like this. Now you set that aside and move to the wet ingredients. We are going to be starting with ½ cup of vegetable oil. Next is adding your egg. There's one thing I want you to know about being careful when adding your egg. Don't break your egg directly into the bowl. You can take a separate plate and break the eggs into it because you want to check if the eggs are bad. At this point, you can't trust egg just like that, so you have to break it to see if it is bad. Trust me, you wouldn't want to be in that position of after pouring your egg into your bowl and seeing that it is already spoiled. For this recipe, we are going to be using 2 pieces of eggs. Add them into the bowl of your vegetable oil and then you want to go in with your milk. You are going to be using ½ cup of milk. Then you want to use ½ cup of sugar. Don't worry, the measurements are also in the description box. Then lastly, you go in with your vanilla flavor, clear vanilla flavor. Once you are done with this, then you have to bring your mixer. If you don't have a mixer, then no problem, you can use your whisk and then you whisk everything together until it is well incorporated. If you have watched this video to this point, trust me, you are really lucky and I really want you to say your questions in the comment section. I'll be right here to reply and answer every single question, and don't forget to subscribe and like this post. After mixing for roughly 1 minute and you've seen that everything has incorporated together, then you know you are good to add your dry ingredients into your wet ingredients. So you remember the flour and the custard that we added for the dry ingredients. You'll be putting them into the bowl of the wet ingredients and then just make sure that you remove everything because we want the measurements to be accurate. Immediately you're done adding both of them, you want to use your spatula to just shake off the flour at the top of the wet ingredients so that when you're using your mixer, the flour does not spread all out. So the mixer comes in and you use your mixer to mix everything all together so that it can be incorporated properly. You can do this for roughly 2 to 3 minutes at low speed or medium speed. After that, you want to see how lush this batter looks like. You can see everything is well incorporated and it looks so yummy to even taste from now. So the purpose of using your spatula to clear the top is to just make sure that everything incorporates together properly and there is no form of lumps in the batter. So here I'm just trying to fold in everything together little by little. Once you see that there's no lump and everything is all well incorporated, then you are good to go. Then the next thing we want to do is to butter our pan. The purpose of doing this is to avoid the cake from breaking when it is being baked. So you put your butter in the pan and you use a brush. You can also use your hand, but it's advisable to use a brush so that it can all go through the corners of the pan. So I'm using my brush to put the butter in all corners of the pan so that when the cake is already ready and I want to remove it from the pan, it won't break, it will come out perfectly well, and it will be so delicious for you to eat. I know if you've gotten to this stage of this video, you are actually enjoying it and you are learning something new. So for you to also continue learning something new like this, I would really love you to go and subscribe, like and comment to this channel. Thank you very much. So once you see that the butter has gone around the pan very well, you want to add your flour to the pan so that the flour can stick to it and the oil will not remove when you poured the batter in the pan. So this is just me shaking the flour throughout the pan so that all the faces of the pan will have the flour on it. At this point, the pan looks so ready and ready to accept the batter. So now I'm bringing my batter and I'm pouring it into the pan. You can see how beautiful this looks. Honestly, I could not even wait to even devour this. Try this recipe. Honestly, try it. Give it a try. You will really love it. This is just me trying to scrape all the parts because I don't want to miss on any goodness from this. At this point, your cake is ready to be baked. It's even begging you to even take it to the oven to bake it. So you bake for at least 40 to 60 minutes. After 60 minutes, this cake is already ready and you can see how lush it looks like. Now you see, while I was saying that butter the pan very well, that's why my cake was able to come out neatly good like this. So let me turn it to the front for you to see this amazing beauty. Take a look at this goodness. Does she not look so beautiful? So this is how your cake is going to look if you follow these procedures and the measurements very well. So I could not wait to devour this and I had to cut the cake immediately. Look at the inside. You would even notice from the look that this cake is so perfect and looking all good. So let me just cut it for you to just see the inside. If you know you want to know the taste of this cake, go and try yours. So please don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time. Bye.